The Spanish Lyric Theater for 60 years continues to have audience members say, "Vamos Tampa Bay." On a stage in Ybor City, you can find yourself lost in España.
We're showing how is Spain 100 years ago.
Diego Iglesias is the director for the latest zarzuela from the Spanish Lyric Theater, La Verbena de la Paloma.
Zarzuela is like operetta. It's like opera, but acting at the same time. From Spain.
Oh, lo digo yo. It's all in Spanish, but don't worry. Supertitles in English can be seen above the stage. Much like an Italian opera, the supertitles help the audience follow along. The Spanish Lyric Theater has performed not just zarzuelas, but plays and musicals as well since its start 60 years ago.
We would do different shows in the different social clubs in Ybor City. So we would perform at Centro Steriano, the Italian club, the Cuban club.
The troupe turned bilingual years later.
Once you learn that they don't just do productions in Spanish, you know, they do musicals throughout the year in English as well as Spanish, then it's like, oh wow, okay, you know, we need to get the word out to people that this just isn't just for Spanish-speaking people.
Most of the cast are volunteers who do this because they love it.
I love singing, and I love the sense of family and community that you build when you're part of a cast and you work on something for an extended period of time.
And the zarzuela.
Welcome back. Tampa's oldest bilingual theater, Spanish Lyric Theater, is putting a local spin on a classic fairy tale.
And they'd like to invite you to witness Ybor City's Cinderella meet her prince. Welcome to the show, Cindy Dornblazer. She is the director and also is in the show, which that is quite amazing in itself. This is an original book, original music, original lyrics set in 1950s in Ybor City. I'm always so impressed when local theaters put on original productions like this.
Yes, actually our artistic director and founder, Renee Gonzalez, who is now retired, he actually wrote this show back in the 90s. So this is the 5th time that we have performed it. We did it 10 years ago for our 50th anniversary, and now we're doing it for our 60th anniversary.
Nice. So can you walk us through how this version is different from the original and talk about those local ties in Ybor City?
Well, you know, every show is kind of different as we've gone through it. The characters have changed a little bit. You know, sometimes in the case of Mr. and Mrs. Silverman, this time it's Mrs. Silverman and her son. Mr. Silverman has gone to the heavens. So we've changed a few things, but you know, the difference is that Ybor City has really changed from the 50s. I mean, we used to shop there, buy our clothing there, so you'll see a little bit of the history. The older people will love the fact that they'll hear some of these great old stories from Ybor City. The younger folks will get a history lesson on what Ybor City used to be. And it's funny, there's a lot of different characters. And
I want to mention that this show is in both English and Spanish. It's a bilingual performance, so if you speak Spanish, if you speak English, you'll be able to enjoy it equally, right?
Right, and I'm the president of the Spanish Lyric Theater, and I don't speak any Spanish.
Really?
So, yeah, and I've been doing this, I took over about 5 years ago, and I've been running this theater, and so every year we do both. We do an English production, we do a Spanish zarzuela. This actually is a bilingual production, so what is said or sung in Spanish is then also basically rephrased in English, so the audience understands it. Yeah.
Can you tell us what we're about to see, a sneak peek performance? What are we going to see here today?
So we have the Prince, Andy Morales, and Cinderella, Alyssa Cabrera, who are going to sing a song after they meet at the ball, and they're each in their own separate residences. One love.
All ready? Take it away.
One love, that's all I wanted. One love, to share my life. One dream, forever after. One girl to make my wife.
Un amor que yo soñaba, un amor solo para mí, un sueño que anhelaba para hacerme feliz. I love
haven't met. But then so quickly she vanished, and with her my dreams went. Once more, if I can find him, I swear, by stars above, my arms will entwine her